coming to you live inside my wifey's WIP, which is also known as Vixen. Inside Vixen, giving Vixen a new head unit. I bought my wife a stereo many moons ago. Me being the frugal dude that I am, I'm also a brand whore. So I love Kenwood, and I got an older version of a nice head unit for my wife once upon a time. Got a good deal on it. However, where the newness of the car I just needed so much more in order for it to be like flawless interface. Like didn't have steering wheel controls, didn't have speaker in the rear. You had to manually turn the stereo on and off. It couldn't work with just the plug and play due to the Volkswagen CAN bus, blah blah blah. So I picked up one of these, or actually she did, off of, like, Amazon for, I don't know, 89 bucks, and they say it's relatively plug and play. It comes with, 2 separate wiring harnesses that you match to your vehicle. Once you match said harness to your vehicle, you then have some other wires to hook up and connect somewhere else. I have to look at the instructions a little more. There's a couple things that are already making me go like, "Man, this whole bank of, plugs here is empty," but on the factory, harness, there are at least, well, not at least, I could tell you exactly, 1, 2, I'm holding this up like that's gonna tell you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 that go in. One that looks kinda janky. That one seems like it has multiple. Anyway, so there's 6 wires that have no connection to this new unit, and I have no clue what to do. But I'm gonna continue moving forward. Um, Good morning. OG Lifford, was it Leaf Crafts? What's up? How are you? I'm chilling in my wife's whip, putting a new head unit in. And I normally, I've met some really cool people going live. Um, However, it's normally been I don't know, a time accountability thing. Look, I have a whole nother thing over here I didn't even know. What is this? Hi world. It has a little, man, I'm trying to figure this out. All right. First things first. Let me show you what I got going on over here. Boom. So the harness that comes with this is what comes with it. Uh Putting a head unit in my wife's car. So this is the harness that comes with it. This whole bank has nothing. This is what it lines up to. This bank here. And in this, let me get my wife's glasses out of the way. Dun, 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 dun. Psh. And then this bank here, there's these wires that come out. So I'm anxious to see what happens when. And also, um, these were on the back of the factory head unit. Cannot remember what. And then these 2 are similar. However, one of them is gonna be the antenna. And I can't remember if we had antenna issues or not because we used like it had the Bluetooth, so we didn't even use the radio. Something makes me think that the antenna didn't work. So this might be but wrong. So anyway, that's what I'm figuring out now. Brum, 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 brum. It's a pretty cool looking head unit. Mm. All right, look at the right one. This is this one. That's kind of janky, man. Dude, what's up with that? Oh, okay, I get it. I get it. It's these have the little claw. Once you get it in, then you close. Yeah, this is the right one. Yeah. Okay. All right. Man. So, what is this? It has a plug here that's disconnected, which makes me wonder why. This is how it comes. Um, dun, dun, dun. All right. When the original car has a steering wheel button and door information or air conditioning information, it means that the original car has CAN line and needs to be connected to the CAN bus. At this time, you need to plug the CAN bus and plug the other end of the CAN bus line into the 8P socket on the back of the machine. 8P socket on the back of the machine. 8P socket on the back of the machine. Don't know what that means. 8P socket. All right, here we go. What's this? Two connection methods. One requires a proto box and the other does not. What is the proto box? AC outlet. I do not understand. A B A. AP socket on the back of the machine. What? So I'm going with number one. I don't need to worry about number two. All right, number one is when the original car, blah, 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 blah. Okay. CAN bus. At this time, you need to plug in the CAN bus. Okay. Connected to CAN bus. CAN. It needs to be connected to CAN bus. I have, man. Sorry for who's there with me because I have no clue what's going on. At this time, you need to plug in the CAN bus. Okay. What's the CAN bus? That's not this. The CAN bus is part of the car. CAN bus. And plug the other end of the CAN bus line into the WIP socket on the back of the machine. Get a little more. Right. All right, it's going to be that one, I guess, in Pro Box. So I'm going to take this thing. We can move forward, bro. So this plugs in here. Is that right? All right, so that plugs in there. And then does this plug in here? That plugs in there. And then now what? I'm so confused. What is this? Is this going to somewhere? Man, we make heads or tails with this. I'm only assuming I've got to use this setup because I don't know, because of the steering wheel controls and stuff. But nothing else is plugged into the head unit, but I got stuff hanging out. This is the only wiring instructions you get. Choose which plug, and then whether or not to use that box. But no clue where this one goes. Anyway, I got key numbers too. I'm about to do some